Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Hi, everyone. Hello, welcome. Come on in. I'm Christy-Faith. Hi. How are you tonight? Come on in, everybody. Let's talk homeschooling. Let's hang out a little bit and talk homeschooling, okay? Hey, sweetheart, could you hand me that purple file right there? Thanks, baby doll. You're my helper. And the things on top, that'd be great. Hi, everyone, come on in. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Mary. Mary Wilson's here in the house. Hi, everyone. Come on in. Let's talk homeschooling. Let's hang out. I have my caffeinated coffee, even though it's late. Don't judge. There's no alcohol in this, I promise. Not tonight. Hi, everyone. Mary, talk to me about something. Mary, I'm having a hair crisis. I tried to go straight today. I feel like are the beach waves leaving, you guys? Who knows hair? I'm really having a hair crisis. I'm not kidding. I'm feeling like, are beach waves leaving? And if they are we going straight? And why am I going like this? Like, what is it, because I'm putting it behind my ears? Like, I do want to talk homeschooling tonight, but can we just have a coaching session on my hair for a second? Hi, Emily, you get your hair done tomorrow? Okay, what are you going to do to your hair, Emily? Okay, okay, Mary, you've never been able to hold a beach wave. Someone judged a little today. It happened after office hours. In my platform? Uh-oh. In the community, Kayla? Oh, no. After my office hours today? Okay, oh, thank God. I was about to flip out, because here's the thing. When you join my community, you do an onboarding, and I go into detail about how we are a non-judgmental place and exactly how we achieve that. So it would, I was kind of freaking out for a moment. Kayla, what happened? What did someone say in real life to you? Judgy. Tell me. Okay, Nicken Springs. So here's the thing. That happened to my mom too after COVID. She lost her hair. Apparently that's a thing. Okay, Emily, I like it white blonde. Okay, so you're using the purple shampoo, girl, right? Okay, and then, but I'm smudging the root so it can grow out a bit without looking so bad. Okay. Yeah, yes.
Are you open to a homeschool question?
I'm not open to a homeschool question. We need to talk hair, you guys. I'm in a crisis.
Jennifer is too.
Wait.
Would it be too late to homeschool my 15-year-old?
Okay, Jennifer. Okay. No, Jennifer. It is not too late to homeschool your 15-year-old. I have coached friends through pulling their older kids out. There are some little nuances that you need to make sure. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, heart if you can hear me. No one came in late, but we are going to revisit my hair. But first we need to take care of Emily. We need to give her hearts and love right now, because it is not too late to homeschool a 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old. And I would argue that those are the most important years to homeschool. This is when your kid can actually think. You're going to be training in logic and rhetoric. You're going to be preparing them to go out, maybe off to college. They're going to need to have a head on their shoulders. And there still are amazing resources out there for you. Hi, everybody. Come on in. We are going to talk about homeschooling, but we're also going to talk about my hair crisis. Okay. So, Emily, please join my community. We have a subgroup in it that is homeschooling older kids. Okay. Consider that. No pressure. The doors are open until tomorrow night at midnight, so you still have some time to think about it. Just go into my bio and read the description. But I would love to be on your team and helping you learn how to homeschool your 14-year-old or 15-year-old. 14 or 15? 15. Sorry, 15.
Yep.
Okay, over the top, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, gonna watch who I'm, okay, yeah. Okay. So beach waves are still in. What? Are they not wanting to talk about my hair? I need help right now.
I have no idea.
So I straightened it today, and I'm not loving it. It's going like a thing, but then when I do my beach waves, I don't love that either. And can we be honest here? Like, I really don't want to be washing my hair every day. I want to wash it. I want to wash it like every 3 days. And I think I want what I can't have. I want to be able to use dry shampoo. I want to be able to have my beach waves stay and be a little bit wavy. So I have the Longe curler. So I've tried the wand. I don't like the wand because I have naturally very, very, very curly hair. And so I need when I do the beach waves, I need the straightener to straighten the tips. So,
Can we sneak in a homeschool question?
yes, we can sneak in a homeschool question.
I.e. Shaxo.
Wait, Emily, don't leave. Don't leave. We're besties. Okay.
I.e. Shaxo over on Insta. This is my second year homeschooling, and I just gave birth to my third, and super struggling.
Okay, yeah. So it's very common. Someone on Instagram, are you guys eating peppermint bark without me right now?
No.
Okay.
They put leftover dinner.
Oh, that's so disgusting. My kid put leftover dinner in the peppermint bark box. All right, see you later. Bye. Love you. See you later. I'll see you after. Okay. Where was I?
Super struggling.
Okay.
Gave birth to third.
Yeah, so you just gave birth. You've been homeschooling for a couple of years, right? A couple of years, and it's really hard right now because you just gave birth. Absolutely. You can put a pause. You can hit pause. You can have your olders just do math and reading. And that's all you need to do in this moment right now where you're getting your life. It's crazy right now. You have an infant. And listen, your kids will not get behind. No, and if you can just homeschool if you want to through the summer, but I would really take it easy on yourself and get in a routine. And here's the thing. This is a precious time. I'm not going to be one of those annoying older moms who are like, savor every moment when you're literally feel like you're dying and you're exhausted. I don't want to be that person, but I'm going to be that person. And I'm going to say, like, don't let homeschooling stress you out so that you don't enjoy and savor this moment that you have of like snuggly baby moment. I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm not saying that to tell you you're doing anything wrong. I'm saying that to free you. Your kids are not going to get behind. Just cut it back, just do the basics, and get acclimated to your new bubbas. Yeah. Right, everybody? Right? Can I hear an amen? When you have a baby, you get a hall pass on homeschooling. Don't you think? Yeah. Absolutely.
Earth Mama has strong feelings about your hair.
Who has strong feelings?
Birth Mama.
Birth Mama. What does she have to say?
Well, Earth Mama.
Earth Mama.
Do Princess Leia buns on your hair. I can't believe I'm reading this. Before you do that, spray it with beach spray. Pin it, let it chill.
Oh.
While you do your makeup, and thank me later.
Oh. Okay, Princess Leia. Okay. No. I think this is a TikTok thing, isn't it? Right? Okay, I'm going to try it. For less issues, straighten with a higher heat in all directions. Flip hair or part. Okay, you guys, I'm getting overwhelmed. For less issues, straighten with higher heat. Okay, let's see. Oh, good. We have another mama in here with a baby. Can you say what she's saying? Because the other mom was on Instagram.
Brianna Stott. We had a third baby and last May, and we took all the time we needed bonding with.
Yes.
Bonding first. Math second.
Bonding first, math second.
And we got an amen from Kristen.
Yay, Kristen. Amen. Did someone want to know my cheap lip color? I think someone did.
Somebody did.
It's a Revlon color crayon, and it will stay on all day. And it's matte, and then I put on a gloss over it. But I don't even have a lip liner on right now. But I wear it because I think it matches my sweater. Pretty cute. So by the way, I am here to talk about homeschooling, but we don't have to. We can talk about hair and lips and beach waves. So I'm going to try the Princess Leia thing. Do I have to wet it at all? Did she say? Spray it?
I don't know.
Can we revisit that?
Earth Mama. No, I work on Vogue photo shoots. Reformation ad campaigns. It's just a trick that we do.
Okay. Can we go back to the... Okay. Can you email me? Don't laugh! Can you email me? I am serious when I say I'm in a crisis. Every TikTok I see, I'm just looking at my bad hair. I need a little bit of help here. Yeah.
Amanda has a question.
Is it homeschooling?
It's a little more, yeah.
Okay.
Center here. Life has been crazy, and we've only been doing school twice a week. I feel like I'm failing her.
No. How old? Twice a week?
Great question.
Yeah. When life gets hard, you do have to adjust. I'm curious how old your kids are. You're homeschooling twice a week right now. Maybe you have a co-op the other day. Give me more details.
7. She's 7.
Okay. Yeah, 7 years old? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We go through seasons. You know, here's the thing about homeschooling. See, look what I just did. Like, that's not good. And that's not good. Okay. So let's talk. Am I ADHD tonight?
Big time. Earth Mama.
Wait.
She's following up here on your hair.
Okay.
Your hair can be dry. Spray it with bleach spray.
Ooh.
Do you lay a buns, pin it, you do your makeup, then whenever.
Okay.
Finish off with some light hair cream.
Okay. Okay.
Bumble and bumble.
Yeah, I know that. Okay. Good.
Okay.
To the mama who's homeschooling twice a week, I have more questions than answers. One, are you in my community so that we can talk and DM back and forth about this over and over? I don't know if you guys realize, but when you're in my community, you DM me all the time and I DM back all the time. And we problem solve all your homeschooling things. That's hard to do on a live. But I want to know what curriculum you're using. I want to know what is making your life so crazy. Is this a temporary thing? Are you feeling behind? I want to know more. So, okay. But I can help you tonight. Just put it here. You don't have to join my community. Just put it here and I can help you tonight. Come on in, everybody. We're talking homeschooling.
I'm a child of God. What I like about homeschooling is that there's never a rush.
Yeah. But you know what? A lot of moms, when I started, I really struggled with rush. I hadn't really deschooled or rethought things. And I was putting a lot of pressure on myself and my kids. Yeah. Yes.
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
I'm seriously thinking about starting to homeschool my daughter.
Do it, girl. You came to the right place. Can we give her some hearts?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome and fun.
Soothing Jimberso. Best advice for a mama just starting homeschooling in January with her first grade, very active boy.
Okay. My first piece of advice is to have a deschooling period. Go to my link tree, download my free 26-page guide, How to Homeschool. It's pink, and I go through what to do during a deschooling period. I certainly would want you to stop and give yourself time to research what type of homeschooler you're going to be. There are 6 different styles of homeschooling, and any curriculum that you buy, all the curricula on the market fits within one of those 6 categories. So if you kind of are philosophically a Charlotte Mason homeschooler, which is a style, and then you go out and you buy a Becca or you do K-12, you're going to be miserable. So not all homeschool curriculum is the same. And so I would highly encourage you to grab my guide because I walk you through the steps, do a little deschooling period, do some research, figure out who you are. We can do it in my community as well. We have lots of brand new we have veteran moms in my community, but also newer homeschool moms. And, but start with my 26-page free guide. Yeah.
And Michelle might have one of the best handles ever.
Michelle. What's her?
Michelle's 5 Bling Bonanza.
Nice. 5 Bling Bonanza. I love it. And I'm getting soccer balls tonight. Awesome. Oh, hi, Jules. Hi.
Christine asks, can your kids respond better to different homeschool styles?
Yes, they can. They can respond better to different homeschool styles. And so I am an eclectic homeschooler. I kind of pick and choose from the styles that work best for my kids. But what I will say, it is valuable for mom and dad, family, to have an idea of a general style because you can adapt curriculum to how your kids learn best. And the other thing is you really don't want every single kid in a different curriculum. That gets expensive, that gets crazy, and that is a recipe for burnout. So once mom knows her philosophy, then you're able to pick and choose curriculum that will fit your kids' learning styles that kind of live within your philosophy. I hope that makes sense. But that's kind of where you start because if you don't, then homeschooling can be really complicated and messy. If you're doing all different things with all different kids.
Jessica says, officially out of the public indoctrination system after my 17-year-old just started homeschooling.
Woohoo!
And my younger two will be homeschooling from the start. I'm excited.
Yay! Awesome! I'm so excited. Give her hearts. We have a new homeschool mama here. Oh, it's going to be a wild, awesome ride for you. Yay!
So
you guys, if you have any questions about my community, please ask now. The founding members window closes tomorrow night at midnight. So if you have any questions about what it is like to homeschool with me, what I do in my community, how I support you guys, please ask tonight. And I can also tell you the story of how the community even came into being, and it's freaking amazing. It's gangbusters successful. I can't even believe it, but it shows how much it's like. I feel like every 5 minutes it's like ding 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 ding, moms are joining like crazy. So but I think it's showing how needed a community like this is, so it's pretty exciting. Oh, see, did you hear that ding?
Salamander and Michelle are both concerned about socialization.
Yes.
Everyone always says your kids won't be normal.
Yes. Yeah, everyone does always say that. You're right. And they're concerned for your kids. I want to assure you of one thing. 87% of peer-reviewed studies show that homeschoolers are healthier socially, emotionally, and psychologically. The thing our society has done is they have normalized the age segregation and forced association of public schools. So there's 2 terms I just used. I used the word age segregation. Okay, that's not normal. Like, think about when in your life after school were you ever in a class or a room with 30 other people your age? It boggles my mind that people think and say, how's your homeschooler going to be ready for real life if they don't go to school? And I'm thinking to myself, you're not in a room of 30 other people your same age in real life, right? So just like that's what I want to encourage you, deconstruct what people say. Okay, the other thing is our schools also enforce forced association. What that means is, say you're in a work environment and it's really toxic and abusive. You have the power, or you can try to, in most cases, get out, get another job, do something about it. Our school system is the only place where we tell kids, suck it up. We're not going to do anything to help you, suck it up. Often, our public schools are not diverse at all. You are in the school with the kids in your neighborhood, exact same socioeconomic bracket. So it really does boggle my mind. Socialization is one of those things that everyone worries about, and rightfully so. I did too. But once you jump into the homeschool world and you see all the co-ops, the classes, it's like the opportunities are insane. It becomes the least of your worries. And you're like, oh, this is way better. This is way better. Your kid does not need to be around 30 other kids, actually 30 other kids in their class, but hundreds of other kids in a school every single day. Like, I don't really want to go to Disneyland every day and be around that many people, but it's just viewed as normal. And it's not normal. So, but I will say is that often people will look at a homeschooler and they will notice that they are different socially. I'm not going to argue with that. I agree. Homeschoolers are not accustomed to only talking to kids their same age. My kids, I was just over a friend's house and my son was playing with the infant and having a great time. My children can speak also to elderly people, no problem, eye contact, please, thank you. And that is a little odd to the rest of the world. They're not used to kids making eye contact with adults and answering questions and stuff like that. So I love talking about the socialization, mainly just to encourage you guys and to set you free and to have you reframe your thinking about what is healthy socialization. You can also do the same thing with what prepares kids for the real world. Because when you actually think about schools, with the bells, standing in line for your food, having to ask to go to the bathroom, there is a system that is very similar to that in our society, and it's not the real world. Who knows what system I'm talking about? I'll let you guys say it. But it's not the real world. Yeah.
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
I've been praying so hard about this decision, and I'm so glad I caught you live. Amber and
Michelle, ask me anything right now.
And Amber and Christine say it's super overwhelming.
It is so overwhelming. You guys, have you considered joining my community? No pressure. It doesn't need to be a fit for you, but this is what I do. I help you walk through your anxieties, and I help set you free, and I help you with your self-doubt, and we give you tips, tricks, and strategies, and you have amazing support in my community. It might be a really good thing for you guys to consider. No pressure, and you can ask me more questions tonight.
Yeah. Michelle says my main question is the social.
Yeah, the social. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did I help, Michelle? Did I help with the social piece at all tonight? I hope so. And if not, let me know and I'll keep going because I want you to be helped tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
My extroverted partner thinks our extroverted child needs more time with other kids.
Mm-hmm.
We co-op once a week.
Yeah. You know, psychologists say 2 to 3 times a week is fine with social time. You know, you could argue the same thing about introverts. Why are you forcing an introvert to be around kids in a school setting all day? Right? Like, so you can be introverted, you can be extroverted, and homeschooling can be a fit. I don't think even extroverted children necessarily need to be around other kids all day, every day. If you feel like your kid is a little bit lonely and could use more conversation, you can organize something more than the once a week co-op if you feel, and that might make your partner feel a little bit more comfortable about homeschooling too.
H. Cutney says, wish the internet and people like you had been around 32 years ago when we started homeschooling.
Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. That's something I told my publisher. Yeah.
Amber says, if you know...
Not about me. I was telling that came out totally wrong. I was telling my publisher that there isn't a modern voice right now for homeschooling. Like a non-sectarian, logic-based, research-based voice for homeschooling. Most people in the homeschooling space are either connected to a certain religion or they're connected to a certain homeschooling style. And what makes me kind of unique and my community unique is we don't have a religious affiliation to our community, even though we are most of us do have a personal faith in there. We have Jewish people, Muslims, agnostic, atheists. We have Christians. We have everybody, Mormons in my community. But my community is non-sectarian, and so is the book that I'm writing. And I think it's really necessary to have some really solid research-based arguments for homeschooling, based on psychology and studies and stuff like that.
Amber says, if you know you're going to do it before they start school, how far in advance would you start deep diving?
Oh, well, you're going to start a gentle preschool at 3. And, I would say that at preschool is when you should start exploring your homeschooling style. You don't need a style per se in preschool quite yet. But it might be nice for you to have a pretty solid understanding of what type of homeschool family you're going to be by the time your first child is 5. If I had my dream for you, and if you're in that position, but it's never too late as well.
Yeah. I don't know who this is. User 671. Let's see. It's LBH.
I'm grateful for you too.
Christy.
That LBH, I just saw that. We saw that at the same time. You are so sweet. Thank you.
Salamander said, I wish I could find other homeschoolers in my area.
Facebook. Search like homeschoolers in your county, homeschoolers in your city, homeschoolers of preschoolers, homeschoolers of junior hires. Search like every term you can possibly think of on Facebook. That I don't like Facebook, but that's where all the groups are. I'm sorry to admit it. Yeah. In the local groups in your area. Oh, you're so sweet. Purple's my color. Thank you. That's very kind.
It is.
People are so nice. Or are you just saving me from the trolls tonight? Any trolls tonight?
Can you be a part of more than one co-op? Asked Charlotte.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely, you can be part of more than one co-op. So where you could run into trouble is if these co-ops have curriculum-based programs, because then it's like you can't do it all. So you can be part of one co-op that maybe does curriculum, and then another co-op that's enrichment. But you just don't want to overwhelm yourself on the days where you're not at co-op and have too much workload. We do a lot of things, but I've never done 2 co-ops. That was always too much for me personally.
ML Zulki. Yes, I was just telling my sister-in-law that you were changing my opinion on homeschooling because of how polished you are.
Oh, well, thank you. Polished, really? I'll take that. That's very sweet. Thank you. Do I have to
Jules asked.
How do I look more polished?
Jules asked Christy.
Puff up my sweater?
Can you talk about classical conversations? Would I still need a language arts curriculum?
I can talk about classical conversation. What do you want to know?
Let's see. It's a real thing to do overdo activities.
Is that Jules?
That's Jules.
Jules, don't put me in the hot seat.
LBH says it's a real thing to overdo activities because you think you're not doing enough. Slow
yes.
and steady.
Who is that? It said that.
LBH.
LBH. Okay, that was a nugget of wisdom, and I hope you guys are helping each other in the live, and if I'm not getting to a question. So here's the thing about us homeschool moms is we feel so insecure because society tells us our kid's going to turn out weird and they're going to be awkward and they're not going to function in society and they're not probably socialized, blah, blah, blah. We tend to overcompensate out of our own insecurities and over socialize. And it's kind of a joke in the homeschool world that when we're like amongst us moms, where we're always like, I am so freaking exhausted from my kids' socialization. It's kind of a joke. But yeah, more often than not, I have to cut back on my kids' socialization. You make such a great point. And you know what? I haven't talked about that in quite a few months. I'm so glad you brought that up tonight. What other nuggets of wisdom can you give us? Who is this lady?
LBH.
We love her, whoever she is.
Avocado Mommy says, how do you get started? I wanted to, but it's expensive buying for several kids in different grades.
Yes, so please grab my 26-page guide. It's free, How to Homeschool. It's right in my link tree. It's a button there. And the thing is, I'm not surprised that you ran into that thinking that you have to buy different sets of curricula for each and every child. You don't have to. Chances are you can do a lot of your subjects family together. I don't know you personally, but this could be advice someone else needs to hear tonight. And most of us do family together subjects. So I teach history with all of my kids together. Think of like Little House on the Prairie, one room schoolhouse. We also do science that way. We do literature that way. Now that doesn't mean that my junior higher is not being academically stimulated. My junior higher is doing stuff at his level, and my little ones are doing things at their level, but we're just reading the same materials. So the concept that school needs to be grade leveled and age segregated is a new concept that's only about 150 years old. Throughout the history of time, children were not age segregated, but it's normal for us to think of education that way because in our lifetime, we haven't seen anything different. I hope that's encouraging to you. I would save money by combining your kids. And then you'll be on the couch and you'll all be having this wonderful memory of reading the same novel together. And you'll have the same collective memory and you'll be able to have amazing discussions and ask really deep philosophical questions. And your little ones will be able to hear you have a pretty deep conversation with your older one and they're listening and they're learning. It's really cool to do it this way. It makes me sad when I envision people that are homeschooling and every single kid is in a separate room on a separate computer program doing their homeschool. I feel like that's expensive, and I want you guys to be together as a family, bonding and connecting with each other.
Ramona, we got to give her some love here. My son's last day of school is Friday, and I'm starting homeschool.
Ramona!
I'm super nervous, but we can do this.
Okay, Ramona, you need to join my community. I'm serious. Is anyone in my community in here who can tell her how you're feeling about being in? And if you've joined tonight, please put it in the comments so we can say welcome. Ramona, even if you don't join my community, does not matter. I want to support you and love you. You can do this. Yes, the reason why you're so nervous is because you are taking on your shoulders something that you have not had on your shoulders. And that's heavy. It's heavy and it's real, but I can assure you, no one knows your child better than you. You're going to go to the ends of the earth to get the right resources, and it's going to be amazing. I promise. It's going to be great. You can do this. Yes.
Oh, avocado mommy, thank you so much for that. I was really discouraged.
Oh, no. Do not, I will not. Okay, who else is discouraged? Can we just talk to everybody who's discouraged right now? Can we, look at the lipstick. It's like,
and so many people are coming
what's
forward.
happening?
I'm a part of the community. I'm loving it. It's great.
Oh, good.
Elise, I love it. Have so many ideas now, and I'm not looking back. We are moving forward.
Yay! Awesome, you guys. The community is turning out to be pretty freaking awesome. Like, this is insane, you guys. I feel like we're starting a revolution. I feel like we're going to turn into these like savage homeschool mamas. Like, we're going to be like the leaders in our communities and beyond. No, there is no community doing what we're doing. It feels bigger than me. And when I think about it too much, I get a little bit overwhelmed. And I just take a deep breath. But this is the thing, is never in my life, I'm just going to have a personal moment. Never in my life have I been more sure about what I am supposed to do than with this community. I have ran successful businesses. I have done all sorts of things in my life. The level of assurance that I have that this is why I was born it's almost it's like hard to even conceptualize. It feels bigger than me. Have you guys ever had that? So I'm just going step by step and doing what I am supposed to be doing. And I am building this community, and I am supporting you guys with every extra minute that I have in every single day and getting to know you guys. And it's been absolutely incredible.
Huh. LBH, Viva la Revolution.
Yeah! Yes!
And Sarah, in my heart, I want to homeschool, but I'm so scared.
Yes, Sarah, you're scared because it is scary. Did I already tell her to grab my free homeschool guide? No. Go into the link tree and grab my free 26-page How to Homeschool guide.
And then
it's free.
Oog says, do signups for the community close tonight?
They close tomorrow night at midnight. And you cannot join after tomorrow night at midnight. I have to close these doors. I need to dig in and get to know every mom. So yeah, the doors won't reopen until the spring, and it will be full price in the spring.
Amber asks, does your kid need to be actively homeschooling to join the community, or can we be an observer?
Oh, that's a good question. Will you email me? Will you email me about that?
Charlotte says, I have 4 girls. I'm homeschooling next year. Definitely kind of nervous.
Yes. Next, are you homeschooling in January or next school year? And you're nervous because you should be nervous, because it's scary, because you're taking on a responsibility that you haven't taken on before, and society tells you can't do it. That's why we need all the support that we can get. Yes.
Is it feasible to homeschool a child that has dyslexia and dysgraphia?
I would say, do you want to hear the mic drop? I think every child who has special needs, I think the parents should consider homeschooling. Not everyone can homeschool. Not everyone should homeschool. I realize that. But if it is within your capacity to do it, and you have a child with special needs, it should be crossing your mind. Just look at the statistics of kids who are in special ed in our public schools. Their needs are not met. They are not taken care of. When you read an IEP, I've read thousands of IEPs. I don't know if you guys know my background. When you read an IEP, there is not a single accommodation on the back pages of an IEP that you cannot do at home. Not a single one. In fact, when you look at the IEP, you realize that these accommodations are for a classroom. And obviously this kid is not a fit for a classroom, which is why they need the headphones, the extra time, the this, the that, the other. What if their learning could be interest-led? What if you could figure out their talents and let them explore? What if you asked them what period in history interested them, and then you went and bought them go to the library and got them all sorts of books on the period of history they're interested in? What if every day they had a time where they were allowed to tinker and build stuff, right? So, yeah. I have a playlist on my TikTok page that is titled Special Needs. Go and binge watch those videos.
Earth Mama, can I join even though my son just turned 5?
Yeah, so we have a lot of moms with 2-year-olds who are in there because they want to learn and get ready for preschool. Yes, 1,000%. Would love to have you.
Sarah says, do you help transition from public to homeschool?
Yes, that's what we do. That's what we do.
And Charlotte, yes, January. She's pulling her kids starting in January.
Oh my goodness, girl, we need to be friends. Have you thought about joining my community? Hey, if you join, DM me right away and tell me who you were on the live, okay?
Ramona just joined.
Ramona, welcome. Hi.
That's awesome.
Welcome to the group. I'll DM you tomorrow. And we'll Zoom tomorrow. I have a Zoom tomorrow at 1. We have a discussion group tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Yep. Yeah, Sarah, this is amazing. My toddler will be 3 in January.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely a fit for you to join. Tons of moms of 2-year-olds in there. And we have subgroups within the group. So you're going to learn from all of us mentor moms. And then you're also going to be able to become friends with moms whose kids are the same age as your kids.
Oh, Dara, we're going to get to you just a second.
Dara will get to you, okay?
Charlotte,
Greg wants to know what he's watching.
Charlotte, I just discovered you, LOL. I don't know anything about it. I'll have to message you.
Okay, yeah, message me. Awesome.
That's great.
Greg, you're watching a woman, talk about homeschooling. Do you have any questions, Greg?
Dara says, it's our first year, and we've taken a lot of breaks. Age 3, 5, and cerebral palsy, age 8.
Okay, 3, 5, and 8. I think you're okay. Yeah, I think you're okay. Are you having, are you feeling behind? How's the 5-year-old doing with the reading? And then the 8-year-old? My main questions would be, how's the reading and the math? So you can put it right there, and I can help you tonight. Hi, everybody. Come on in. I'm Christy-Faith. We're talking all about homeschooling. I am a 20-year educational expert. I have taught thousands of kids, K through college, for my entire career. And I have homeschooled for over 20 years because I homeschooled other people's kids before my own. And I am here to answer all your questions about homeschooling. Welcome.
Yep, that's great. Becca Alonzo, I homeschool. I did it because my second year old got bullied by his teacher.
Oh,
how to read. I
hear that so often, where kids are bullied by their teachers. It's just so terrible. So she's homeschooling now?
Yeah, but okay. I homeschool him for a year and now he reads.
Look at that. Go figure. But moms aren't qualified to teach their kids once their kids turn 5.
Fernway Phoenix. I pulled my kids out now. We're in an online school, but it still feels like we're locked down.
Yes.
So we're going to try filing for homeschool.
Good. Yes. Your path is not an uncommon path that parents take when they are transitioning to homeschooling. And you already are ahead of the game because you realize that what you have been doing with the online program isn't true homeschooling. It's still doing school, right, at home. So, yeah, good for you. I'm excited to see what you come up with. If you guys have any questions about my community, if you want to homeschool your kids with me, if you could use support, mentorship, wisdom, tips, tricks, strategies, workshops, discussions, go ahead and read the description in my group. It's in my link tree, the very first button. And you can join until tomorrow night. The doors are closing at midnight.
Tanya says thank you for your support for parents.
Oh, you're so welcome, Tanya. It's my pleasure. It's what I'm meant to do. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Sarah says, do you need my email address?
No, I don't. Unless you want to email me. You want to email me? You can. My coffee's cold, but I'm still going to drink it because it has like a yummy sweet vanilla creamer. It's my dessert.
Emily has a wonderful question. We'll get to that in a minute.
Emily, is it Emily Stryker?
Yeah.
Is it about my hair?
No, it's about me.
Oh, what is it about you, babe? No, let's... What is it about you?
Hold on.
Emily, Caitlin, I will answer.
Caitlin,
no.
I was home.
No!
Hey, give me the mic, huh? What do I love about these lives? I love listening to her, Emily. I get a kick out of that one. Caitlin, I was homeschooled for my 2 years, and now I'm homeschooling my own kids.
Oh, good. Awesome. Good. Hugs. Hugs and love. Anybody new to homeschooling? We want to give you support, love, and hugs tonight. Let us know in the comments. If you see a comment that I'm not getting to, please help the other mamas in here.
Fernway Phoenix, I have a 6th grader who's testing at 8th grade levels and bored with teaching methods. I think she's looking for ideas.
Oh, looking for ideas. I thought you weren't finishing the sentence.
No.
Well, first, how wonderful that your child is homeschooled, because you can take your child as far as he or she can go. And now you have the freedom to do a lot of interest-led learning, which will be absolutely fantastic. So, yeah. The only hesitation I have, for whatever it's worth, for kids who are like the Doogie Howser kids is sometimes when they are like graduate high school at 15 or something, sometimes they're just not emotionally and socially ready for college. So that's always something to consider. But I don't know your particular case. So, yeah. But you are many, even homeschoolers who are not super gifted, a lot of homeschoolers graduate high school with their AA. It's very common because we just finish our coursework early because we are not held back by the system. Very common for high schoolers to graduate with their AA when they are homeschooled.
Fernway Poe.
Wait, I want to know Emily's question. You're avoiding it.
That question? I answered it. What do you love about these lives?
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I said, I love watching you do your thing.
Oh.
It's great. Now, what I was going to say was Fernway Phoenix. I'm going to join because I need all the help I can get. I'm even quitting my job to homeschool full-time.
Wow. Fernway Phoenix, I cannot wait to meet you. Will I get to meet you tomorrow?
And they're going to road school.
Roads.
Awesome.
Oh, we have road schoolers in the community.
Yes.
We should make a subtopic. We should connect the road schoolers in there.
Perfect.
I want to be a road schooler. I want to be one. It just seems so cool. Well, I'll probably meet you tomorrow in Zoom. Hopefully. Oh, wait, someone does hair.
Oh, boy.
I see Dara does hair. Oh, my goodness. You missed the whole conversation about my hair problems.
Oh, that was Dara? Okay, yeah. Dara was the one with the 3, 5, and the cerebral palsy 8-year-old.
Okay.
3 is super smart, keeping up with everything. 5 is loving it, progressing with what I feed her.
Okay, good.
And I don't know.
And then the 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and Dara's road schooling too. That's awesome.
You're road schooling too? Have you joined? We're so making a subgroup for road schoolers.
We have to.
Yeah. And I want to be one. Can I count if we do like a summer or something? Hey, Kayla wants to ask Scott, because I'm glad you know not to ask me, Kayla. See, you already know me. She wants to ask you a math question.
Oh, Kayla.
What's your math question, Kayla? Wait, go blonde? Girl, I don't know. I'm a winter. You know, like the color, like summer, winter, fall. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could do white blonde. Like I would have to I would have to use the purple shampoo.
Leah Ernest, we're in the middle of a move and in a rut right now.
Yep.
Any idea on switching up for short term?
Yeah, absolutely. I would do some unit studies. I would make your life easy. I would buy Kiwi crates. Seriously, buy some Kiwi crates, get some workbooks, take it easy. Because you're probably unpacking and you're in the middle of a move, I would get books on tape, like Audible or from the library, and have that be your literature. I would totally mix it up. Go to like Waldock Way or Gather Round or something like that and get some cool unit studies and just totally switch it up in the move and have fun. And I can guarantee you your kids are going to have the best memories. Yeah.
Victoria.
We all need those seasons like that where we have a little bit of a break from the monotony of our regular curriculum that we do.
Leah.
Hi, Leah.
I'm going to get to you. But
we're going to get to you, Leah.
Victoria asked, the laws for homeschooling seems complicated.
Okay, let's talk about homeschooling legally. So homeschooling is legal. This is Leah who's asking this?
Yep.
Homeschooling is legal in...
Oh, Lee.
I'm sorry.
Ernest.
Homeschooling is legal in all 50 states. And usually in each of the states, there are several ways to legally homeschool. This is the thing. Sometimes some of the states, it looks like there's a lot of hoops to jump through. But if you ask anyone who lives there, they will tell you that it actually is pretty simple. So here's the advice that I'm going to give you. 1, get familiar. I'm going to give you 2 pieces of advice. Did she ask for advice?
I think so.
Okay. One, go to HSLDA and get yourself familiar with your state laws for homeschooling. Number two, get in the Facebook groups. Okay? Because that's where, like, if your state requires you to turn in a scope and sequence, girl, there's women in those groups who have templates for you. Like, so get into those Facebook groups and they have templates that you can literally download and do. And then usually you can reuse that template every single year. So it often sounds a lot more complicated than it is. I know unschoolers in high regulation states that are like, oh, it's no problem. I just turn in my scope and sequence every year. And these are unschoolers and they do just fine. So be encouraged with that, okay? Number one, HSLDA, familiarize yourself. Number two, get in the Facebook groups and find out what these veteran moms have been doing every year and just do what they're doing. They're going to be happy to email you the templates they use and all sorts of stuff if you need that.
Leah says, we're in the middle of a move and in a rut right now.
That you already asked that.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I told her to do unit studies and to mix it up and books on tape and have fun. Buy Kiwi crates, have your kids tinker. Yeah. What I will say though, if you end up buying the Kiwi crates, buy younger than their age level so that you don't have to do it with them, right? Because if you do it at a challenge level, they're going to be like, Mom, I need help. And then you're trying to unpack and you're like stressed out. Buy it a little bit younger than them. That way they can do the whole thing by themselves.
Dara's joining the group. That's
Dara, welcome to the group. Yay. Who else has joined tonight? Let me know in here. We want to welcome you. And I know I have mamas who already are in. Yes, another road schooler? Awesome. We have to make that a subgroup in the group.
Yes, 100%. That's great. Road schooling. Oh, Rebecca, who's in the community, Rebecca Long, she's road schooling in the community.
Awesome. That's so cool, Rebecca.
And we've got somebody who just asked, how do you handle high school transcript? Her name is ALS.
Yes.
10 whatever.
Okay.
How do you handle high school transcripts to prepare for college?
Wonderful. I love getting this question. Oh, wait. Can we just go to justice? Is that what you just read?
Wait. The Earth Mama?
No. What is road schooling? Yeah. Sorry, I'm sitting in traffic. And are you on the Wait. Are you on the 405? You know I'm from LA, right? Are you on the 405 right now, on the Sepulveda Pass? Where are you? Tell me exactly where you are. Are you on Lincoln Boulevard?
I'm on the 405.
I knew it! At the wrong time of day, girl. You should know better. I'm just kidding. Like when I lived in LA, it was like I didn't leave my house until 11, and I had to be home by 3. If I wasn't home by 3, it was like, forget it.
Passing Venice Boulevard. That's right where we used to live.
Yeah, we used to live there, passing Venice on the 405. Oh, we were just there.
Jacqueline asked.
Wait, but there was a question. I want to go back to the high school question. That's such a good question.
Transcripts to prepare for college.
Yes, and this is even if you don't have kids in high school, I want you to listen to this. It is illegal for colleges to discriminate against homeschoolers. Laws have been passed. It's even illegal for the military to discriminate against homeschoolers. Laws have been passed. You do not need a diploma from an accredited school to get into any college. It's considered discrimination because it's discriminating against homeschoolers. But it doesn't matter because homeschoolers have to do all of the qualifications that all the other students have to do. They have to take the same coursework that is required to get into that school. They have to take the same standardized tests. And the proof is in the pudding. So the mom makes the transcripts and you use templates. HSLDA helps. There's lots of companies that help you make transcripts for homeschooling. You make your own. You use templates and you can get help to do it. And your kid takes the standardized tests, the SAT and the ACT or whatever you want to take, and the proof is in the pudding with those scores. So it's really not a problem to homeschool high school. In fact, colleges are recruiting homeschoolers now because we complete college at a higher rate than non-homeschoolers. And make no mistake, colleges are a business. They want to admit students that they know they'll get money from for all 4 years. And homeschoolers statistically complete college at a higher rate. They don't drop out as much.
Brittany asks, Is your group a good fit for a family that is unsure if homeschooling is the path we will choose?
No, it's not, Brittany. But emailing me and us getting to know each other and maybe doing a consultation would be a good thing. But my group is supporting current homeschoolers or like you're about to pull your kids out. Because we do a lot of work on the day-to-day, how the logistics work. We do a lot of the heart and mind work. We deschool ourselves. We are doing workshops on how to, like we just did one on how to thrive, not just survive the holidays. We had to talk about boundary setting with family who doesn't support our homeschooling choice. In February, we're doing our workshop theme on burnout, for example. So it probably wouldn't apply to you, and I wouldn't want you to spend money being in a community that didn't apply to you, because if you're not a homeschooler, you're not going to deal with homeschool burnout. Does that make sense? So, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to get to know you and help you and give you all the information that you need in order to make an educated decision. A lot of my consultations are presenting families with the pros and cons, their questions, and so that when they're done with the consultation with me, they can make a choice for their family that is right. And I don't push homeschooling on people. I love homeschooling. I think it's a valid choice, but I don't think everyone can homeschool. I don't think everyone should homeschool. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah, I just
Hi, Sarah.
From your link tree.
Yay! Hearts for Sarah. I'm so glad you joined. Yay! You guys can join until tomorrow night at midnight. Then the doors close, girls. The doors close. And then when they reopen in the spring, it's full price. Right now, it's half price because you're part of the founding members.
And 144.441. My kid is 6 and I don't know where to start. Help, please.
Okay, your kid is 6 and you don't know where to start. Grab my free 26-page How to Homeschool guide. And then read through that and then email me. And then we'll start talking. And I'll help you because that's what I do. It's what I love to do.
Mom of both, what curriculum do you recommend for kindergarten?
What kind of homeschooler are you? Kindergarten curriculum. Well, what I will say is for kindergarten, the highest priority is learning to read. And so you want to use an Orton-Gillingham-based program. If you just Google Orton-Gillingham, programs like All About Reading, Logic of English, The Good and the Beautiful. Those are Orton-Gillingham phonics-based curriculum options. And I would say that's the most important. And then, of course, early math. And other than that, have fun. And start figuring out your homeschooling style so that you know if you're Charlotte Mason or unit study or classical. And then you can kind of, as your kids get older, like in first grade, you can make sure that you're buying curriculum that is really in alignment with your educational philosophy.
Jennifer and Eliza have great questions. Who shouldn't homeschool? And how do you know who should homeschool?
I love these questions. Who are these people? I love them.
Lizeth and Jennifer.
Lizeth and Jennifer. Mm-hmm. The first question, let me tackle first, is who shouldn't homeschool?
Yeah.
Mentally ill, abusive parents shouldn't homeschool. And then what was the second? Like, abusive parents.
And how do you know who should homeschool?
Well, you don't. You don't necessarily know who should homeschool. That's not going to be a satisfying answer for you, is it?
Somebody said ADHD parents?
Oh, yeah. ADHD parents are great homeschoolers.
That's Laura.
Yeah. They're awesome homeschoolers. Yeah, even with your own learning challenges, absolutely a fit to homeschool, because we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and our resources at our fingertips are absolutely phenomenal. So whatever you feel a little bit weaker in or more insecure in, I can guarantee you there's a curriculum out there that will totally do it for you. And then you can do the stuff that you love.
Laura's scared not to be able to focus enough to help my child who's also ADHD.
Yeah, but the thing is who's going to understand your child more than you, right? Because you understand is it a little boy?
I'm not sure.
You understand how your child is wired because you're wired similarly.
Oh.
So what a blessing.
That's why Jennifer asked too. That's why I asked who shouldn't, because I'm so ADHD. I feel like
yes.
I feel more qualified for it sometimes.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, absolutely. And this is the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. Can I just speak to you, moms with ADHD or any diagnosis? You're differently wired. There's nothing wrong with you. You are wired differently. That's it. And our kids need to understand that too. When kids are in the system, kids who are differently wired are told that they can't function, that they're dumb, they have to be in special classes. It's very shameful. When you homeschool a neurodivergent child, they don't even need to know anything's wrong with them, because why? Nothing's wrong with them. Nothing's wrong with them. You just need to figure out how they're going to learn best. And because you are neurodivergent yourself, what better teacher? Because you understand how their brain is wired more than anyone else can. And no one's going to love your child more than you. No one is a better teacher than you. And anything you feel insecure in, I can guarantee you there's a curriculum out there that will fill the gaps for you.
Alina just said, just joined, excited because I have 2 neurodivergent kids.
Yes.
On opposite spectrums.
Yes, awesome. I'm so glad you joined. Wow, it's crazy joining tonight, huh? A lot of people are coming in. I can't wait to meet you guys tomorrow. I have a Zoom tomorrow at 1 where I can meet everybody.
Brittany asks, advice for preparing your kids 0 to age 4 for homeschooling.
0 to age 4. I would get the 4-year-old on a really gentle preschool, because I think you have younger ones. I would get one that's planned for you so you don't have to do all the work, and have fun, and then get ready to start kindergarten at 5.
Okay. Yeah.
We have lots of moms in my community with 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds that are just there to take everything in and learn before they start, which is great because you can get a handle on what type of homeschooler you're going to be.
Christine asked, do you suggest doing homeschool while your kid is in speech, or wait until later?
Okay, so that really depends on if I think you're probably getting services for free at the school, right? Right?
Maybe, I don't know.
So, you need to find out, if you pull your child to homeschool your child, will those speech services be free still? Are you eligible through the public system? That's number 1. Number 2, if you're not, are you eligible through your medical insurance to get the speech? Number 3, this is edgy, but I can speak from experience. Often the speech that's done in the schools is not very good. It's usually done in groups, which boggles my mind because each child has a different speech issue. So how can you do that in a group? And it's not the therapist's fault at all. Most speech therapists that I know are they're tearing their hair out with how they have to do speech therapy, occupational therapy, all the therapies in the school system. So what many homeschool families find is that when they pull their children out and do private therapies, either occupational therapy or speech therapy or whatever, that the progress happens at like a lightning speed, and then they can be done earlier. I just want to put that little nugget in your brain. Just food for thought. That's all. You know what's best, and maybe the speech therapy that's happening in your school is awesome. And that could be a reason to stay because it's awesome and you're getting it for free and you're just going to wait, right? So, But for anyone else here who needed to hear me talk about that aspect, maybe someone else needed to hear it. I don't know.
The OG Golden Girl. My daughter is going into 8th. Where do I start if I want to homeschool?
Oh, good. Homeschooling in 8th grade, girl. How wonderful and fantastic. Where do you start? You start by deschooling her. You gotta deschool her. And what's so cool about homeschooling when you start in junior high is when you go through deschooling. So grab my 26-page free guide because I walk you through deschooling. They start to make decisions for their own education, and they are getting some power and control over what they're learning and how they're learning. And you can ask her questions like, what's your favorite learning memory? To get an idea of her learning style. I think someone else just joined. I just heard a ding. Welcome to the community, because I heard a ding and someone just joined. During that deschooling period is where you really work on your relationship with her. The dynamics of moving forward. You involve her in your curriculum selection. It really can be a beautiful thing. It really can. I have coached many moms through homeschooling junior high and high school, like pulling their kids out for the first time. And there are moms in my community who are in your same exact boat. There's a sub community in my community, homeschooling junior high, homeschooling high school. So you can immediately connect with other parents who have just pulled their kids too. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I encouraged you with that tonight. And just on my you don't need to join my community, but grab the 26-page free guide because I go through deschooling in there.
Amanda just joined. We just unenrolled our almost 6-year-old for prep next year.
Oh my goodness, Amanda, I cannot wait to meet you. I cannot wait. Yay, I'm so excited.
Miss Torres, ASD mom here from Connecticut, feeling defeated. Everything we worked on, she forgets the next week. 3rd grade.
Okay, 3rd grade. Okay, so do you suspect that there could be something deeper going on with her learning? That's question number 1. Yeah. That's the question I need to ask first. So we'll wait. We'll wait for you.
No, she's on the spectrum.
Oh! I thought the mom was.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're homeschooling her, and she's in 3rd grade, and she's forgetting everything. There are curriculum options out there specifically for kids on the spectrum. I don't know. I haven't read her IEP. I don't know. I haven't read her psychoeducational assessment. So it's very hard for me to recommend which one. But if you search for specific curriculum, also the other thing that I can recommend for you is to call HSLDA because they have a whole department for parents of kids that are like your daughter too. And they can help you and point you in the right direction.
The OG Golden Girl, thank you. Yes, I'm a single mom, so it's just me and her.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yes. But you can do it. We're just going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out, okay?
VS Zafra, I'm so stressed out. I want to keep homeschooling, but my kids aren't doing their work.
Ah! Put them on this live right now. I'm serious. Put them on this live right now. There are lots of reasons why kids aren't motivated and don't do their work. We went over this today in my office hours. There's like so many reasons why, and it's you as the mom, you really need to investigate. Are they bored? Do you need a curriculum change? Is there a tweak in your parenting? Is it due to perfectionism and they don't want to get things wrong, so it's better not to even try? Maybe there's an underlying learning disability or problem that makes learning really hard, so they are resistant. There are so many reasons why kids resist learning. So many. This is why I started my community, because I can't help on a live because I don't know you. But like in my community, we're going back and forth. We're DMing each other back and forth so that I can get to the bottom of things with you. So yeah.
Okay. Jacqueline, are you still there?
Jacqueline!
She
Are you
wants
still
to know
here?
What road schooling is?
Who wants to say what road schoolers? Say what road schooling is. I'll let the road schoolers say it. If it doesn't come in the next 30 seconds, I'll tell everybody. Yeah. But I want to be one. I want to be one, even if it's temporary. Hi, everybody. I see a lot of people coming into this live. I'm Christy-Faith. I'm here to talk all things homeschooling.
Alina, perfectionism. How do you deal with that?
I know. Okay, Alina, let's talk perfectionism. Okay. Because I'm a recovering one, and we worked in a high stress environment where so many of our students were perfectionists to the point where they were getting anxiety disorders. Okay, so I want you to get the book Mindset by Carol Dweck. And I want you to, what happens when people are perfectionists is actually their performance is lower than it needs to be. One of the things we did in our center that worked every time with kids who were struggling with perfectionism is we never praised them for a result, and we never praised them for an innate quality. Okay? This sounds weird because I'm actually telling you not to tell your kid he or she is smart. Seriously. So there's research behind this. What you want to praise in kids, if you want kids that are risk takers and that have a really good mindset towards learning, a growth mindset is what we call it. You want to praise them for what is controllable and for a behavior that is repeatable, that is they're able to repeat. So for example, with a math problem, I'm just going to give you a very simple example with a math problem. Often kids will look at a math problem and they'll get anxiety because it looks hard and they're not going to get the right answer. And then, right? Well, if you start praising for, okay, what's the first operation you need to do? And they can identify that. What's the next one? And you can praise for the actions following the steps in the problem itself that will get them to the right answer, but you're not praising for the right answer. You're praising for them following through on the steps. Even if they get one of those steps wrong, you still say, you did a great job identifying that particular step. Now, you did it wrong, but let me show you how. An awesome job because you did it in the right order. You praise what is repeatable. And that is the secret to overcoming perfectionism with students in particular, is you praise for effort and you praise for what is possible to be repeated. So when we would help kids with anxiety with their SAT prep, for example, they would look at a reading passage and get really overwhelmed. And we would say, what is the first thing that you do? Because that's something repeatable that they can do when they get a reading passage. And so we had this system. Okay, what's the second thing that you do? Because when they go through those steps, they'll probably get the right answer, right? And then we can praise them for going through those proper steps, which they can do every time, and we never praise for the right answer, right? Yes. So research proves this. Okay.
We've been on a while, but there's so many good questions.
Okay.
We'll go a little bit more.
Okay, we'll go a little bit more, you guys.
Angie Love.
One of my most viral videos is on praising effort. So I think it's pinned. You can watch it.
Angie Love, can you briefly explain what deschooling is?
Yes. I would be happy to. Deschooling happens with our kids, but it also happens with us, and it looks different for both the parent and the child. But you can do it at the same time. And you can do it together. Deschooling is where you get out of the mindset that learning is what happens in the schools and the way that it happens in the schools. So often parents want to homeschool because they don't like the confines of the system of schooling. They pull their kids out and they replicate that same prison at home that they were trying to escape. And the reason why they do that, which is a very common mistake, is because that's all we know. We think that's what an education is. Deschooling is when you start asking yourself the questions, the good questions. What is an education? What do I value? Is it more important for my child to grow into an empathetic person or for them to have the water cycle memorized and the periodic table memorized? What's more important? Is an education to me more skills or is it knowing stuff? Okay? And so in the deschooling phase, what you need to do during the deschooling phase is you start disassociating learning from this classroom, every hour, different subject type of a thing. And I go through it in my 26-page free guide. Grab it, it's free. I go through what to do during deschooling. But you reorient learning. You watch cool movies. You go to museums. You read really great novels. Sure, you can keep up with math skills and make sure we don't get lost on those or lose any of the math skills. And then you start observing your kid. You start asking your kid questions like, what's one of your favorite learning memories? Because you'll get a key into what they want in their education. And then you can start to rebuild their education according to their interests. And by the way, this does not mean sacrificing academics whatsoever. So, briefly, that's what deschooling is. Yeah, it's kind of deconstructing what an education is and then rebuilding it to be a fit for your child and your family. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. So, and what's great is especially when your child is a little bit older, they can be involved in the really important decisions. So my oldest is at the age where he gets to pick some of his curriculum. And he tells me why. And I want this one. I was researching this one. I think that one's going to be a good fit for me this year, Mom, and this is why. And they're just taking ownership of their learning, right? So, okay.
Mrs. Torres, she has a lot of questions.
Okay, Mrs. Torres.
ADHD kiddo.
Okay.
Maybe an email.
Okay, yeah, maybe you should email me, Mrs. Torres, because I don't want to abandon you, okay?
Fernway Phoenix. I joined. So excited.
Yay! I'm so glad you joined.
Masael.
Welcome.
Masael, she's in the group.
Awesome, Masael. I'm so happy.
I have a 3-year-old. How do I motivate to do writing? Or is it too soon?
It might be too soon. Yeah. Good hunch. Yeah.
Dawn just joined.
Hi, Dawn. Welcome. If you guys have any questions about my community, ask now. I'm here. I can answer. The doors close tomorrow night, and you will not be able to join again until the spring, and that time it will be full price, but right now it's half price. So if you are interested in homeschooling your kids with me, getting mentoring, getting support, attending workshops, growing as a homeschool human being, and connecting with other moms and getting judgment-free support, it could be a fit for you. So check out the details, and you can join until tomorrow night at midnight. And you can ask any questions here. If you've joined tonight, please let us know in the comments. I'm so excited.
Devin just joined.
Hi, Devin. Welcome. Yay! Can't wait to meet you tomorrow.
Janelle just joined.
Janelle, awesome. Yeah, we're Zooming tomorrow. So maybe I'll meet you tomorrow. Yay! We have a discussion group tomorrow.
Where are the details of this group? Asked Lee.
My link tree, the very first button. It literally bullet points all that the group is. Yeah. Just keep clicking through and you'll get all the details.
Yep. Elise Bartles, what should a beginner preschool know by the end of the year?
Oh, a beginner preschool know by the end of the year? It depends what they're ready to know. My answer needs to be nothing that they're not ready to know. You can find online things that say, oh, your preschooler should know this by this age, like cutting skills. And you could find those lists and kind of try those things and see if your child is ready to learn those. But don't sweat it if they're not ready, because they're little. They're only 3. The most important thing about a 3-year-old in preschool is, now listen up, because I really want you guys to hear this. The most important thing about really young children is associating their learning with wonder and excitement and fun. We want them to view learning as really, really cool. And we want them to see the world as, wow, the world is such a cool place. So make sure that when you are doing preschool activities with your kid, that that's not being taken away from them. There have been studies done. The most recent one was in Germany, where they did hardcore academics in preschool at too early of an age, and the outcomes are not good. They're not academically better. So starting kids earlier, it does not mean that they're going to be ahead later, because you got to remember their brains aren't developed yet. Their brains are still developing. And what happened is academic outcomes later were not as good, and there was more negative associations with learning, and there was burnout at younger ages. And we don't want that, right? If you start cello lessons with your 3-year-old, that doesn't mean that they're going to be better at 12 than a kid who started cello lessons at 5. Same goes with reading, same goes with writing. I know kids who did not read until they were 9, and they are like published authors, like brilliant, avid readers. You really have to follow your kid developmentally, and so you are a student of your child actually when you homeschool. Are they ready for this? Should we be doing this? Does this cause a lot of frustration? If it causes a lot of frustration, I would say stop and then come back 3 months later or 6 months later. I had to do that with my very first child with reading. He just was not ready when I was ready, and I stopped. Revisited 6 months later, and then boom, like it just, it's like his brain was ready. But it was, and then I would have been tearing my hair out for 6 months trying to teach this kid to read, and all I needed to do was wait. So just keep that in mind with your really little kids, mamas. Yeah. And I'm saying that to encourage you, but also do go online and download like what your kids should know by preschool, because sometimes you just want to know what activities to do, right? Like early counting, scissors skills, tracing, right? Like all that stuff is super fun, and you can make it fun. So there's nothing wrong with downloading those standards, right? Like, yeah, absolutely. Have fun.
So we should probably wrap up soon.
Okay.
Sarah, who's in the group, and she can pick it up in the group too, is how young should I start homeschooling my youngest? Will be 3 next month.
Yeah, you can start now in preschool, and we can talk about that in the group because you're in the group. Yay! We can DM each other and talk about all these things now.
And Alina, I feel like I need to deschool my 5-year-old. He hates school, doesn't want to try.
Yes. He's
burned out at 5, poor guy. He's developmentally delayed, she says.
Yes, I think you're right. And I think that you need to be the student of him and really observe him. And maybe you need a period of interest-led learning. Asking him questions. What interests him, and then offering him a feast of different varieties without any pressure to really figure out his learning style, what he loves, how he learns best. You are on the right track, Mama. Good job.
Yeah.
Any other questions, you guys? Have we been on? How long have we been on? An hour?
Yeah, more than an hour.
More than an hour? Okay, if you have...
Janelle just joined. So excited to be a part of the
Yay, Janelle! I'm so glad you joined. Yay! It's been like crazy. I cannot believe how gangbusters the group has been. It's just a testament to how needed this group is, a group like this. And I am beyond thrilled to be hosting it. And we are going to get to work. It's going to be so fun. Once the founding members closes tomorrow night, I can't wait to dig in with all the founding members and really get to know each other. And we're going to have parties and all sorts of things planned that are going to be absolutely awesome. So,
Brittany just joined.
Oh, Brittany, welcome. Can't wait to meet you tomorrow.
Sarah just joined.
Wow. Okay, this is crazy. So many people have joined tonight. Welcome. I can't wait to meet you tomorrow in the group.
Yeah.
I'll probably need to book another onboarding Zoom.
Sarah wants to know, how do I join the Zoom? Go to events.
Yeah, so when you're in the group, there's a tab that's the events tab, and there are Zoom links for everything in there. It's like so easy.
And
it's a really great platform that's really easy to use.
And Ashley, blessed happiness, happy loved, new here, just joined. What's the group?
The group is my homeschooling community, and if you want to know any details, go to the first button in my link tree. It is closing tomorrow night. It's been open for several weeks, but it is closing tomorrow night at midnight. If you are interested in homeschooling your kids with me, I don't know if you guys know my background, but I am a 20-year educational expert, and I have homeschooled for over 20 years. I homeschooled other children before my own. And I have taught thousands of kids, K through college, all types of learners, differently wired kids, kids on IEPs, gifted kids, twice exceptional. And I recently started a community. It's in the founding members phase right now, which is what you can join for half price. It closes tomorrow night. But we do all sorts of things in there. We have workshops. We support one another. It is a judgment-free zone. That is very, very important. And we preserve that. Go to the link in my link tree. It's the very first button, and you can read all the details about it. And it's open until tomorrow night, so you still have time to think about it. It closes tomorrow night at midnight. And then at midnight, that button's changing to a waitlist button. And you have to wait until the spring. And then when it reopens again, it's at full price. Cool. Yes. So that's that. This was a fun live tonight, you guys. I hope I was able to encourage a lot of you and help a lot of you. So thankful. I will see you on TikTok tomorrow because I'm on TikTok every day. And anything else, babe?
No, how many are in the founders group that have autism?
Oh, quite a few. There's quite a few kids with neurodiversities. Yes.
Yep.
And yeah. Okay.
Yep. And do you have a podcast?
I don't. But I recently signed with a publisher, and I am writing The Modern Case for Homeschooling. That is not the title of the book, but that is what the book is doing. I'm very excited about doing that because our country needs a pro-homeschooling book that is not religious. There are great homeschooling books on the market, but most of them are religious or they are associated with a certain homeschooling style. And we have a lot of great intellectuals who have critiqued the system over the past years. We have Gordon Neufeld, Gabor Mate, we have Neil Postman, tons of authors, but none of them have connected that homeschooling could possibly be the answer. They're just really good at critiquing the system. So I'm writing that book and I'm pretty excited. I just got to get on a writing schedule because I have deadlines. Weekends. I'm going to be writing it on weekends, right? And you're going to be watching the kids.
Oh, yeah.
And proofreading. I have the best husband ever. We just had our anniversary, 23 years. Okay. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.